Alright, hello and welcome everybody to the Something Gaming Podcast episode 5? We're on 5, right?
I don't remember. It's your podcast.
Yeah, we're on 5. I'm pretty sure. 4 was pretty successful, I would say. Having Earl on the show really helped boost the ratings of the show. NBC calls us one of the best hit shows of the summer, even though we're not in summer anymore. Yeah. I like how both of us at the same time are just like, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Derpy derp derp derp. Anyway, if I sound a little clearer now, it's because I just got a new microphone. I got this like black Yeti thing. I'm so ignorant. Let me read it to you. It says, Yeti, the ultimate professional USB microphone. It has a bunch of functionalities on it, and I got a pop filter, so all that popping noise. It's called the Yeti Blackout. That's what it's called, and that means I'm blacking out right now because it's pretty cool. Anyway, I sound a lot more clearer now. So, shout out to my sister because she bought it as an early birthday gift. My sister and her fiance, they were just... Because I was telling my sister about the podcast, and she was like, oh, okay. And then she was like, oh, you sound a little, like, staticky. And I'm like, yeah. That's what I get for recording with gaming headset. But yeah, thank you to her. I really appreciate it. I didn't think she would actually go out of her way to get it for me. That was really kind on her part. So, yeah, I'm not very good at thanking people for things, let alone saying thank you. But thank you, I guess. No, I don't guess. I mean, I'm having like an existential crisis right now.
It's fine. It happens.
Ah, man. Neil, how are you doing?
I'm doing alright.
Cool. How's your weekend going? I know. Well, I mean, Thanksgiving weekend, right?
Well, it's already halfway over, and now I need to start doing work.
Ah, yes.
Uh-oh.
The final week of school for us.
Yes.
Oh, boy. Well, I mean...
It's more like the final week of school for you, because you're the one actually graduating this quarter.
Yeah, poor Neil. You're stuck there for another 10 years.
You're just saying that, even though it's true.
Aww. And in sets the depression.
Yeah.
The ever-chilling darkness in my heart.
Yeah.
Now I can do weird voices and it actually will sound good, so... But maybe I just need to work on speaking myself. Anyway.
It's all about the vocal exercises, really.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I've never taken a vocal class or anything. That might be something interesting to look into. I would like to try that out one day. Maybe I'll become a professional singer, and I'll sing you a lullaby, Neil.
Okay.
Well, this just got... Welcome to episode 5, also called Awkward. That's what I'm naming the episode, by the way. I'm going to name it Awkward.
Yeah, it's probably for the best.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, let's talk about the games. Oh, wow, it is really pouring rain outside. Yes, it's raining. Hello, Rain. Our special guest for this week is Rain. It's pretty rainy.
Doesn't speak very much, but happy to have him
They
on.
will occasionally make noise. I hope there's a thunderstorm, actually, because that'd be... Well, I know you hate this, but I actually kind of secretly... Not secretly, I'm telling you that I do like them.
Fishing is so much harder in this game than it really should be.
Alright, let's talk about the games we've been playing. So, Neil, right now, as I speak to you, you're playing Stardew Valley, right? Why don't you tell us a little bit about Stardew Valley? I've played the game for 80 hours, but I want to hear your thoughts, so...
Sorry, what was that? I was playing Stardew Valley.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. This is such a terrible episode again. We're back on, like, episode 3 standards, alright?
Well, last I checked, our episodes seem to do much better when we have guests and, more importantly, things to talk about.
We're talking about Stardew Valley. That's because that's what you're playing right now.
That is true, and so far it's pretty good.
Alright, that's all I wanted to know, man. I don't know why you gotta make me feel like a tool.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to play and fish. As it turns out, it's really hard.
So you're fishing right now, right?
Yes.
How far? Well, okay. Gauging how far you are in Stardew Valley is kind of difficult. So I will ask you, how much of your land? How many things that do you have? I guess is a good way to ask how far you are in Stardew Valley.
Well, I don't have very much, to be honest. I've got a fishing rod. Yep.
That's it.
I've tilled the fields for kale and parsnips, but
yes, okay.
That's.
Have you ever played Harvest Moon or anything like that?
Nope.
Okay, so
I think that this is what it's like.
Yeah, this is pretty much what the GBA version or anything like that. But it has elements of Animal Crossing and Rune Factory. I don't know. Have you been to the caves yet?
No. Right now, I'm focusing on building up my income.
Okay, cool. You'll find out.
Plant parsnips.
Yeah, I like the farming aspect. I guess. I mean, it is one. You don't have to farm at all. Actually, you could just kind of fish your way towards whatever goal you want.
Yeah, but where's the fun in that?
Yeah, it's when I played it, I just like to do a little bit of everything. But yeah, I spent 80 hours playing this game, and I think you've only spent a few, right?
Yeah, I just got the game last night.
Okay, well, you were playing it last night, from what I was talking to you about. So
yeah,
I really enjoy it. It's definitely a nice little. I don't know. I think it's a pretty successful game, honestly. And it's going to be keeping updated, I think, right? So they're going to include multiplayer one day. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
We should definitely do that as a series.
Yeah, well, whose farm are we going to work on?
I think we'll all live on the same farm, right?
Yay! Communal farming.
Wait, what? Really?
I don't know. I don't know anything about the multiplayer aspect.
I don't know about
game.
it either. I mean, I guess can you romance other players that you're playing with? It
sounds like it'd be really hard.
Yeah, I know, right? How would that even work? It's I wanna romance someone playing with me. Insert specific cute girl, whatever, and that's a terrible. All right. Anyway, let's move on. So,
all right.
Glad you're liking Stardew Valley. I hope you have more to say about it next time, because I know you're just getting started and stuff. There's a lot in the game. There's a lot of content to mess around with and stuff. I definitely think, because I was telling you yesterday, I think the way you should go is you should try to fill out the community center, because and once you have that all done, then you'll feel like you beat the game, I guess, quote unquote, which I think is what they intended. So,
yeah. All right.
But there's actually 2 different ways you could go about it, so it's pretty interesting. I won't spoil it, but yeah. It's pretty much I don't know. When I first played it, I got a little emotional a little bit, because I was just wow, this is I don't know. There are certain parts where I was just wow, this game is really awesome. I think it's that mystery of discovering a new world, even though the world just happens to be a town or whatever. But it's just that feeling of adventure and I don't know, life being free from the world or whatever. I don't know. It's kind of hard to put in words. I would love to do a video on that, the emotional impact of Stardew Valley.
All right.
You have no idea what I'm talking about right now.
No, because quite frankly, at the moment, I'm a bit busy doing the farm.
Neil, you're supposed to be working on the podcast right now, and you're fishing in the background on Stardew Valley.
I am working on the podcast. See, I'm working on the podcast right now.
You're not contributing to it at all.
Yes, I am. I'm telling people that when you play Stardew Valley, expect to be occupied very frequently.
Isn't that what you do in any video game?
Oh, no. See, when Let's Players play the video games, they do multitasking.
No, they don't. Do they?
And they do. They're playing the video games and they're talking with the other person. Unless it's Markiplier or Jacksepticeye, then they're just talking to themselves with a camera looking at them.
Maybe you should become a Let's Player, Neil. You already have a Twitch channel, don't you?
Oh, I don't. You have the Twitch channel.
Oh, really? Oh, I mean, I do.
Yeah.
Wait, first thing I was like, wait, I do have a Twitch channel. I thought you did.
Nope.
Okay. Never mind. Anyway.
It just sounds like a terrible Twitch host.
Okay. Nah, I think you'd be fine. Anyway. Wow. That got really philosophical. I can't pronounce the word. That got really philosophical, and then it just kind of derailed into us talking about Let's Players.
Yeah.
We should get a Let's Player on our show.
Specifically two Let's Players that we just so happen to watch a lot of videos from.
Markiplier and Jacksepticeye, please sponsor us. We need your money. We need your attention. We need your viewer base. We're very desperate for views. I'm very desperate for an income. I'm too lazy to get a real job.
That's not true. Technically.
Alright, what else? I've been playing something. I've been playing a mobile game, which is kind of surprising for myself, because I'm not... Usually I play a mobile game and I'm just kind of like, yeah, this is whatever. But I've been playing this mobile game called Super Cat Tales, I think it's called. Let me check, because I don't want to get the name wrong. It's a pretty popular game on iOS. Yeah, Super Cat Tales. It's basically like Super Mario World, which I've never played. Don't know how that's possible, but I've never played Super Mario World. But Super Cat Tales is basically like a mobile platforming, 2D platforming Mario kind of game, where you use, instead of Mario, you're using different cats with different abilities to like progress through a level or whatever. And
so which one's the Luigi cat?
I don't know. There is none.
What? You said it's like Super Mario World. Where's the Luigi cat?
Well, okay, the cat. There's like 5 different types of cats that you can use. Like,
all right, which one's the Luigi cat?
Well, what is Luigi's special abilities? He can jump higher.
Yeah.
I guess that'd be the one that can run up the walls, because you don't actually like jump per se. Well, you do jump, but I think climbing up the walls and then bouncing off of them is more of a mechanic in the game. Excuse me, wow, I'm a little burpy. Yeah, but you basically like hold the. It's pretty like that's pretty functional. You hold you tap one direction to move that way, or you double tap that direction to move to run. And there's like all kinds of like different Mario-esque puzzles and stuff. Like some of them require certain timing, so you have to like be a little accurate with the way you tap the screen. I would say like touch controls I've never been a big fan of touch controls, but in this game it kind of works. I mean, because they kept it really simple. So, and yeah, it's pretty fluid, I would say. I think that's the thing that sold me on it. It was very like easy to control. I would say like the difficulty kind of spikes up later on. I think that's pretty common with all Mario games, but yeah, I've actually really enjoyed it. There's like little collectibles and stuff. There's the paid model, because I know iOS games are all about money and stuff, right? This game's free, and you can just kind of, I think occasionally just an ad pops up, and then it's just like, okay, whatever, and then you just play the game. Usually you could just exit out of the ad in like 5 seconds, which I'm kind of fine with, because at least like the developer is getting some money, right, I imagine. And then there's you can like pay $2 to remove the ads, and then you could like pay $2 for like infinite lives, but the lives already regenerate anyway, so it's kind of like, like you can, I think the $2 for ads would be kind of worth, but I'm too lazy to actually spend real money and give developers credit, so I'm a big jerk.
And you wonder why we don't have sponsors.
I know. Super Cat Tales, please sponsor us. I love your game. I won't pay you for anything you do, but... Wow.
And you wonder why no one sponsors us.
Well, okay, look, I'm telling you that deal is still on the table. All right, I'll sponsor Wendy's, and Wendy's can sponsor Game Grumps, and Game Grumps can sponsor us. All right, the trifecta. That's all that I'm requesting.
It's more like a line because Wendy's isn't really tied to us.
Look, even though I can't eat at Wendy's, maybe I can. Maybe they fry their potatoes in vegetable oil. Hashtag fry your fries and vegetable oil, please. All restaurants who are listening to this, please do that because then I'd have a lot more places to eat French fries at. Peanut oil is not the way. Peanut oil is for elephants. Don't waste your time with that. All right. Anyway, I'm off on another tangent. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what's going on anymore. Anyway, what were we talking about?
Sponsorship deals and how you refuse to pay indie devs.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry, guys. I do love you guys. You guys are great. I think you're some of the best indie. I'm gonna stop now. I'm gonna give up. I think I'm just irritating everybody at this point.
That's fine.
Holy crap. Anyway, yeah, Super Cattails, it's fun. It's free on iOS. Go check it out. Shout out to the dev for that because, well, it's a popular game already, but I thought they should deserve more credit than maybe they got. I don't know. I also played a game called, well, actually, have you played any other games? Because we can just go back and forth. So before I start, I need a break.
Besides the standard Yu-Gi-Oh, it's pretty much just been Stardew and War Game.
Tell me more about War Game because I don't understand anything you say when you talk about War Game.
Don't worry, I don't either.
Cool. War Game. Go check it out. Please sponsor us, developers of War Game.
Well, one of my friends gifted me one of the older DLC packs for the Dutch.
Okay.
And what I found with that pack is that it acts extremely similarly to Germany.
Okay.
It's really just because they all have the same tanks.
Okay. So, would you say that they're more... Because they're like an entirely new nation, right? So,
well, it's not really
are they
new.
balanced?
The DLC's been out for a while.
Oh, really? So are they like balanced and stuff, or... What's their strong points and weaknesses?
Well, their strong point is that they have a decent air force, a strong tank force, and strong infantry. Everything else, though, it's alright, I guess. Could be better. At least that's how I see it. But the German-Dutch alliance coalition that you can play as is a lot of fun to play with.
Okay.
It's mostly just because I get double the German tanks.
How many nations are in that game? Or, well, I guess they're not necessarily nations, but...
I actually count. So, I know that there's a lot more blue nations than red nations.
What is that, like allied nations or something? Or?
Yeah, think blue as America et al., and think red as the Soviet Union et al.
Okay. That's depressing to think about, but okay.
Those are the two big nations of the two sides. So.
I know. Well, I mean, World War II.
Not even World War II, Cold War.
Oh, it's Cold War. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, this is how much I know about this game. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Man. I've been playing Guild Wars 2. Actually, my friend Anthony, he actually, because I guess there was like a deal going on where you could just buy the game for 50% off, and then you get like the new update with it or whatever. Yeah, he bought the game for me for $25, and now I feel inclined to actually play the game a lot more, which I am. And I actually want to get into this conversation about. I don't know if you feel the same way, but so when I played Guild Wars 2 like free to play, whenever I play in any MMO, sometimes I just try to role play as myself, right? I don't know if you do this, but I try to role play as myself, and in some games it works pretty well. And in other games, I'm just kind of like, I don't know, I don't feel really, like, attached to this character. Which is kind of a weird, like, thinking process sometimes. I think it just depends on the game, but... anyway, for the sake of Guild Wars 2, I decided to make a new character that was, like, a warrior or whatever, and was a female character, right? Because, I think it's easier to. Well, first off, if I'm going to stare at someone's butt all day, I might as well be a girl's, right? But yes, I just someone cut that out. I just said that out loud. Oh boy, I'm getting in a lot of trouble.
You know, there's this thing called editing.
Yeah, I'm gonna edit that out. All right, or I'll leave it in. Well, I feel like I'm gonna get fired for that if like I ever get hired by a company and they're just like, "Yeah, we heard what you said about women's butts," and it's just like. Okay, well, for the record, men's butts are okay too. Okay, not to me, but like
obviously.
In general.
What do you mean, not to
Everybody
me?
has
Have you seen any of the characters in Metal Gear?
All right. Anyway, so
well, if we're talking about balance, I might as well throw that in.
Yeah, thank you, Neil. Thank you for saving my ass. Oh God, we're gonna get so. Yelled at right now. Oh, jeez.
That's fine. I'm pretty sure our 20 viewers will be okay with it.
I know. Our 20 viewers are the best viewers.
Yeah.
The only viewers that matter.
Yeah.
The other viewers that come after that, they're just immediately... they're immediately just, like, disqualified. Anyway, God, wow.
So, yeah, Guild Wars 2.
Yeah, So yeah,
Guild Wars 2, right?
Yeah, I made a female character.
Guild Wars 2, let's talk.
Yeah, Guild Wars 2. Alright, so I made a female character, a brand new female character, because I guess a bunch of options and stuff gets unlocked when you play the game now with any character. I can actually make like 5 characters now, which is pretty cool, so I just made a second one. And I found that the game is a lot more, I don't want to say playable, because it's a very playable game. I want to say it's a lot more immersive than it was when I was trying to role play as myself in the game, because now the story is not about like me in this world. The story is about this character that I made that's in the world, and I found that it's a lot easier to connect to that than to myself, which may say a lot about me as a person. But I want to know, do you ever do that in an MMO or like an RPG or anything?
Well, when I play any kind of RPG, I don't normally try to play as myself. Like, I always intentionally try to play as someone different. So...
Okay, here's a good example. Who are you playing as right now? Like, what kind of character did you make right now in Stardew Valley?
I'm choosing generic dude.
Generic
Seriously,
dude?
Well, the character model is generic dude because I pretty much just stuck with what they gave me and gave him a different jacket.
Okay.
But the kind of character I'm playing as so far, I'm still working on that.
Okay. I mean, okay, sure.
I guess I can say they're talkative because I'm always trying to talk with everyone.
Is there ever a game where, okay, well, I guess it depends on the game, right? Because, like, if you're playing, like,
yeah.
Like a dark fantasy MMO, then you probably want to play as someone different, right?
Yeah, kind of.
Or if you're playing, like, I don't know, like, anime waifu simulator or something, you would probably want to play as, like, I don't know what you want to play as. What would you want to play as?
I'd play as Hachiman Hikigaya from Oregairu Snafu.
Oh my... Damn. We should talk about anime later on, because I don't have a news segment. Let's talk about anime later.
Anime it is.
Something anime podcast. All right. Let's do it. I was, sorry, before I get back to Guild Wars 2, but I wanted to get my friend Linda on this show so we could talk about anime, but I think we should really do that. I'm going to invite her on.
What we really need is to have guests, because if it's just us two talking, it inevitably turns into this.
I'm fine with this, though. Like, I think it's funny. Like,
I don't mind that. It's just that it always happens every time it's just us two.
It doesn't matter. I mean, like, it's my show. I can do whatever the hell I want.
Alright.
Neil, are you a little insecure about this? Are you scared? Are you nervous to be around me alone?
No, not really. Oh, man, closed. Not really.
Anyway, yeah, wow.
New character. Let's talk.
Yeah, so whenever I play Pokemon, my perspective is that whenever I play Pokemon or something, I always choose a female character. And I don't know why that is, but I always feel like I like to experience the world's video game world. Because the point of playing a video game to me is to, like, escape from the real world in a way. I hope nobody takes that way too seriously, but you know, because when you play video games to like release stress and like kind of forget about the world for a while and like enjoy something else, right? And so I feel like playing a female character is a lot more satisfying than playing a male character, because if I play a male character, then I have this correlation between me and the character, because I am male, and maybe that character I made has like caramel, delicious, sexy skin like I do, right? And it's kind of easier to associate myself with that. But when I play a female character, it's a lot easier to disassociate myself with that. So, and it makes it easier to like think about like, oh, this is a character that I made that has no correlation to me, but I'm gonna make up the story for her as I go. So like in Guild Wars 2, I'm just kind of pretending that. I mean, in my head, this is all happening in my head, right? Because it's all about the psychology of it, right? I just think, like, oh, this is, like, a girl who's, like, you know... Because in Guild Wars 2, you get to choose your backstory, right? This girl, like, she lost her sister, or whatever, or her sister's dead, and, like, she has, like, little to no family, except for, like, an innkeeper and, like, her friend who works there or whatever, right?
Alright.
And then, like, she's just on a journey by herself to, like, explore the world and, like, experience things and stuff. And she's really good at cooking, not because it's a female stereotype, because I personally enjoy cooking, right? God, did that sound a lot worse than I hope not. I don't understand that stereotype of like associating women with cooking, because like there are a lot of dudes cook too, so I don't know. That's kind of a weird thing to me. I don't know. Anyway, I'm sure someone's gonna get offended. I apologize if that was offensive. It probably wasn't, and I'm just being paranoid, but you know, everyone, any gender, any sexuality can cook, so it doesn't matter, alright? Now leave me alone, nerds. Neil, I love how speechless you are right now.
It's fine. It's fine.
Thanks, bud. I appreciate that.
Sure, why not?
Oh, jeez. Oh, we're only 27 minutes in.
Oh, perfect. I can ramble too. Yay!
Oh, man. This is going to be a long one.
It's fine. It's fine.
Now, anyway, yeah. I just kind of feel...
That's a good practice if we actually do start Let's Play, because I'm playing a video game right now.
Jesus, man. All right.
It helps.
Anyway, yeah, I feel like I'm a lot more connected to this character because it is not me, if that makes a lot more sense. And I find...
I guess...
And to overall make it together, or whatever, with my experience in Guild Wars 2 now, I feel like I want to play the game more, and I feel like I want to be more invested in it. Not only because my friend spent $25 on me to like play the game with him, but also because it just feels like a different experience now that I kind of like know what's going on in the world, and or not know what's going on. I barely got like 10% map completion with my other character, and I got to like level 31. But with this character, I feel like I can go all the way with, so it's just a much more delightful experience to play Guild Wars 2 now, because it's just like, oh yeah, like this character that like I'm not associating. It's just I don't know. It's such a weird thing to me, because like I'm really trying to like pinpoint like why it is that I feel that way, because normally like when you play a game, like you would want to like kind of live out that power fantasy. Well, some people would like to live out that power fantasy, right? But other people would probably want to just, you know, roleplay as someone else. So I feel like I'm in that camp of like, I just want to be someone else for a while, and like that's what will drive me to play the game more. Whereas in like Stardew Valley,
I get you now.
Yeah. Whereas in like Stardew Valley, I played as myself because like I don't know, like I've always wanted to be kind of like farming and stuff, right? It's like I don't know. I think it depends on the type of game, which is what I'm thinking, because like depending on like what game you're playing, like it's a lot easier to associate yourself with like man, I want to be the hero or whatever, right? Like in Xenoblade Chronicles X, I played as a male character because like it was a lot easier to associate myself in that world of like running around like beating up bad guys and like in like a sci-fi fantasy setting and just like being a giant mech and like because I would love to be in that world, you know. But I feel like in Guild Wars 2, since it's like the fantasy setting that I've always seen and known, I feel like, well, maybe it's easier if I play as someone else and experience the story that way, because, I don't know. But then there are games that, like, I feel like, who's that YouTuber? I think her name's, it's Kite Tales. She did a great video about this. I forgot what it's called. Let me look it up right now. But she was talking about how, like, should Link be I'm relating this to Zelda now, because Zelda's, like, the pinpoint argument for this, like, because this is pretty, I guess a lot of people want a Link to be female or whatever, right? And, I wrote a comment on that video, actually, and, I really like that video, because she went over, like, the point of, like, well, does Link have to be a female? Because, like, the character was never, like, intended to, like, be, like, this gender-specific thing. It was just supposed to be a character in its own story, you know?
Yeah. Okay,
It's like, yeah, I don't know, I can't connect to the internet for some reason, which is weird, because I'm...
Wait, if you're not connected online, how are we having this conversation?
We are in the sentient future, Neil, where everything is connected.
I don't know about that.
And I can still use OBS to record things. Yes, you agree with my insane ideas, I imagine, yes?
Sure, why not?
Anyway, wow. That was fun. I hope my weird argument made sense. Neil, are you there? Or...
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
I was just silently agreeing with you.
Okay. Is there anything you'd like to say to these guys, anyone, our friends?
Well, when it comes to the whole playing as a certain character in any RPG, usually if I play as a female, it's because, what kind of journey do I want this to be? Do I want to play as the female character or the male character? And then I just pick one or the other. Like, alright, I'll make it up as I go. Because, like, say, what was it? Yeah, Fallout. In Fallout 3, I play the female character. In Fallout New Vegas, I play the female character. And I was thinking, why did I do that? But I really don't. I just go with it, really. That's. Jeez, my argument makes less sense than yours now.
I wonder if there's like a psychological reason.
I don't know.
I don't want to like get crazy into it, obviously, because like because we'll just go insane. I think I don't think it's like something's wrong with us or anything. I think it's just our preference, you know. I'm just trying to figure out why it's my preference that I feel that way. I think for you, like, you got to figure it out yourself. But for me, I just want to know, like, I'm just trying to discover myself right now of just like this interesting mechanism of like, if I'm one gender in this game, but I'm actually this gender in real life, should I be? Because you know, I think in like any MMO or online game you play, when you play a female character but you're a male, some players tend to complain like, "Oh, why are you playing the female character? You're a dude. That's weird, man. You're a weirdo." And it's just like, I feel like those people need to grow up, obviously, but at the same time, it's kind of like, well, actually, I don't really know why. And I think the simple answer that I would give is because I just want to. And I think it's more fun and interesting.
I do it just because I think it would make for a more interesting story.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like, that's exactly what I'm trying to, like, get at. Like, it just, I don't know. It's like a crazy conversation I have with myself. I've been having with myself recently since I started playing Guild Wars 2 more frequently. Anyway, yeah, Guild Wars 2 is really fun. I have this weird problem where, moving on from that whole conversation, I have this problem with Guild Wars 2 where, like, if I try to up the graphics, my PC, I guess, can't handle it, and it stops charging the battery, because it's, like, taking more power to, like, render the graphics or whatever. Render them graphics. Yeah. But I find it pretty interesting that, it just... I've never had that problem with any game, but, like, for the Guild Wars 2, if I try to go on, like, medium graphics, it'll, like, run the game, but, like, the my like AC adapter will just refuse to charge my computer. So I have to keep it on really low, which is kind of nice because it's at 60 frames per second now. But at the same time, it's like, that was a little inconvenient. So other than that, I didn't think I'd get back into another MMO. That's for sure. Yep. Right, Neil?
Yep.
Thank you for agreeing with me and my opinions. Really really earning that paycheck that I don't pay you.
Yeah. Wait, I'm not getting paid?
No, of course not.
Why am I even here?
Is that what you... Oh, so that's... The truth comes out now, huh, Neil?
No, I'm just...
You were just in it for the money? My 2 cents that I've been making every week?
We're on YouTube. The odds of us making money off this are pretty low at this point.
I know. Anyway, I found the video. I was referencing it. It's from Kitales and Flex. That's the channel. Why does Link's gender matter so much? I think it's a really interesting discussion, and the comments are actually pretty alright for that one. But I wanted. Do you think that's a pretty interesting idea to make Link a female or a male? I already have my argument in my head for that, but I would like to hear your opinion.
Well, considering how Link's voice consists of grunts and shouts and whatnot, I really don't think it matters.
I'm kind of on the same path as that. I'm trying to find that comment I made though, because I made a point of like saying it doesn't really matter if they do, because I don't think it changes anything. It doesn't contribute to the story or anything.
Yeah,
like they can do it if they want to, but I don't know. It's just like they don't need to, you know, because like that's the character, right? It's like in The Witcher. Like I know this is kind of like a weird comparison to make because The Witcher is more narrative driven, arguably, than well, I think that's objectively. The Witcher is more narrative driven than Zelda games are. I don't know. Do you think? I don't know. I don't know if that's a solid argument.
Well, that's a very different kind of argument you're trying to make.
Yeah, that's. I don't know. That's just my weird opinion. Anyway, they're kind of different RPGs. Anyway, that's like if you change Geralt to like from like The Witcher 1, and then he's like all of a sudden a female in The Witcher 2, because I don't know. That's a terrible argument to make, but that's kind of like. Which is funny, because in The Witcher 3, there's a female Witcher, which I think they were trying to appeal for all those people who wanted a female Witcher.
And she's fucking rad.
Yeah, I've never played The Witcher 3 yet. I love The Witcher 1, though. I haven't even touched The Witcher 2 that much.
Wow.
Yeah.
What was that?
I'm really behind. I don't know why, though. When I played The Witcher 2, I was just like, oh, yeah, I'm ready to... Well, okay, I played The Witcher 2 first for like a few hours, and then I was like, I don't know if this is my thing. Then I played The Witcher 1, and I was like, this game is totally awesome. And then I played The Witcher 2 again, and I was like, I don't feel like getting into this. It was really weird. I think I just need to invest more time into it, obviously, but that's a whole other argument. Anyway, wow, we talked about random nonsense for a while there.
It's fine. It's fine.
You want to just like talk about stuff now? Like,
yeah, I'll see why not. Might as well at this point, since we never really had a plan for this one.
Yeah, I feel like I've exhausted myself from talking too much for the first time. For the first time in forever.
We might be noticed by someone.
For the first time in forever.
Alright.
Alright. Can we just have like a musical one day? Like, we won't even do a podcast, we'll just sing the entire thing.
That's gonna be really hard. Not all of us are good with rhythm and everything.
That's okay, man. It'll be like a progressive metal song or a progressive rock song, right?
No.
It'll be a 30-minute podcast that's actually... Well, I mean, remember you showed me that song that was like an hour long?
Which one was that one?
I'm not sure. I forget. It was like some crazy band. You were just like with like death grunts and stuff. And I was just like, what are you? What is this? Why would I listen to this right now?
Oh, Frederick Thorndahl's Special Defects. Yeah.
Yeah. Please sponsor us, Frederick Thornton the Third Defects. That's their name, right?
No.
Oh. Well, okay then. Please sponsor us anyway. Yes, I am a total shill. I know. I'm self-aware. Don't worry about it. Man. So what have you been listening to music-wise?
Music-wise...
Can I just be real with you for a second? Why aren't there more... I've never, watched a podcast or listened to a podcast about music before. I feel like, that's gotta exist. And I just, I
imagine they do exist. I just don't know...
It's very hard to review music, I feel, on YouTube, because, with all the copyright stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. But anyway, what do you listen to?
Lately, the new Metallica record's been on repeat for a while.
Oh, is that out now?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Maybe I'll give it a check out. I don't know. I kind of like Metallica. I'm not, super into it, but I dig it from the songs that I've heard.
Cool.
Yeah. What have you been? What else have you been listening to?
Let's see. I decided to finally give Destroy, Erase, Improve, and Chaos Sphere a listen.
Okay.
Those are Meshuggah records, by the way.
Oh, okay. Damn. Is it intense? Is it?
Yeah, definitely a much more thrash metal forward record than. Yeah, they're both definitely more thrash metal oriented than the newer ones they might put out.
Okay. Yeah, I probably would not. Meshuggah is not a band I'm into. I do see the appeal of it though, so I'm not trying to disrespect them. Meshuggah, please sponsor us. That's the name of the episode. Please sponsor us. Desperate cry for help. As I slowly rot on the inside from my disgustingness. Cool. I've been listening to a lot of Thank You Scientists. I don't know, I'm really into that band now. Thanks for getting me into it.
No worries.
I
Great
still haven't
band.
listened to the first album because I'm not done with the newest one.
Really now. Alright. Do you have any recommended tracks off that one?
Off the newest one? Yeah, A Wolf in Sheep's Clothing. A Wolf in Sheep Clothing. Not sheep, cheap. And, what's the Needs More Input is a great one. What's the instrumental one called? I forget. Goldberg Variations or something?
Rube Goldberg Variations.
Yeah, that's a good one. Automatic Blue is really nice too. I think that's the whole middle of the album is really good. Yeah, well, I've run out of things to talk about. Damn, Neil.
You're just saying that.
Yeah. Oh, boy. I'm
part of the camp that thinks that the whole damn record is really good.
I would agree. I mean,
well, I'm actually in the opposite, where you say the whole middle of the record is the best. I think it's the beginning and end, actually.
Oh, really? Huh.
Yeah, because, I think that Somnambulous, Caverns, and Mr. Invisible, and then Psychopomp, and then, what's the last one? Amateur Arsonist Handbook is a really good song for me.
Cool. I'm glad. We better find something gaming related to talk about. Let's retry that one time when we still got 15 minutes. Let's retry that one part where we looked up gaming news. Let's see if I can find anything to talk about, Neil, and then we can devolve ourselves from there. Video games. Oh, Black Friday. Yeah, I forgot about Black Friday. Did you get anything for Black Friday, or?
Yes.
Oh, cool. What'd you get?
Stardew Valley.
Oh my god. Alright, jeez. Wow. This podcast really, taken off.
It's fine. It's fine.
Do. Oh, Pokemon, Sun and Moon came out. I need to go get that. Oh, I like the female character. She looks super cute. Wonder Geek Guy. Grand Theft Auto. There's nothing. There is literally nothing going on in the world right now.
You're just saying that.
I feel like I'm missing out. Anyway, I feel like that should be our podcast.
Well, alright then.
Yeah, that was... Sorry about that ending. That was probably just us rambling about stuff. Anyway, well, okay, I will say that this episode was a lot better than the second or third episode. Or actually...
Which one was the third? Oh yeah, the third episode was pretty bad.
Yeah, third episode's pretty bad, but this one, like... This one's, like, kind of on that rail, but, like, just a little bit better. So, this, like... The third episode's, like, a 2 out of 10. This is at least, like, a 4 out of 10, I would say.
Yeah, alright. So, yeah, note to self, we really need to have guests if we want this to work.
What are you talking about? We can just... You know what? You're right. You know what, Neil? I think you should host this show now. The Something Neil podcast.
No.
The Something Neil podcast. Oh my god, that'd be great.
Video
That would be the entire podcast, and just be you being video games, something. How about coffee?
Oh my god, I have a dog now in the Stardew Valley.
Oh snap. Well, you know what? That's a great place to end this podcast. Anyway, thanks for watching. Since I have a new microphone and stuff, I just want to let you guys know, I'll try to do some more interesting things rather than just make podcasts and stuff. I'd like to, I don't know, maybe I'll do a Let's Play. I don't know if I really want to. If I do, it might be something a little different. Maybe I'll just make a review or thoughts on or whatever. I don't know. And I guess last of all, I just want to thank everybody for watching this show. I noticed like we kind of hit like 100 total views, over 100 total views right now, and we're still rising. And I just want to thank everybody for that because I know it's like a really like small thing that like it doesn't really matter, right? But to me, it kind of does because I'm glad like some people are kind of like checking out this show and stuff. It just means a lot that you would take the time, and because I can see like how long people are watching the episode for, and it really kind of like it's like whoa, people are like listening to me talk for like an hour. That's pretty nice. So yeah, I appreciate that, and I love you to death. Seriously. Thank you for watching, and thanks for continuing to watch, and thank you for letting me be a corporate shill and letting me ask and beg for people to sponsor me. I appreciate that. Thanks for watching. Neil, any closing thoughts, Neil?
No.